One more time, you ready for your next performer? Please welcome to the stage a very funny, the hilarious Kyle Bottom!
Oh, yeah. Right on. Hey, everybody. I'm Kyle Bottom. I'm getting married in 3 months. That's pretty exciting. I still often refer to her as my girlfriend, and that is a no-no, right? We have been engaged for 8 months. I'm supposed to say fiance, and it's not that I'm afraid of commitment. I just don't like how fiance feels coming out of my mouth, right? I don't use those syllables very often. When I say fiance, I feel like I'm a grown man saying fancy Beyonce. So that's what I call her for the most part. I call her my fancy Beyonce. Because of that joke, and also because I don't think I'm ready to get married. I don't think I'm ready to get married. I'm just kidding. I'm ready. She told me. We can't afford a car, so of course getting married is the next logical step. I was borrowing my dad's car the other day, as we do, and should be a routine handoff, you know? Oh, here's the keys, thank you, see you later. And while I'm getting the keys from my dad, he hits me with this out of nowhere. He's like, Kyle, I've decided that I would like to be cremated. And he's not very old, and he's not sick. He just wanted me to know, and how dare he, right? When he said that, I was like, that's not your decision. Right? Pretty sure when it's game time, only one of us gets to vote. And bang, 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 I'm gonna have you taxidermied. Right? Because what if I need that body? And even if I don't, it's mine to do with as I please, right? Arts and crafts, get some joints in there, put some strings on, boop, boop, you've got a dad puppet. And yeah, that'd be a great thing to have around, just tucked away in a broom closet, right? Let them scare my kids for the rest of their childhood. They're like, oh, what's that? You don't eat your vegetables tonight. Well, you're gonna have to discuss that with Grandpa No Eyes. Speaking of my dad, I saw a homeless person today. You know, street daddies, as we all call them. We call them that, right? It wasn't just me this whole time. I know I live in a bad neighborhood because homeless people get on my bus, right? Like, I get on the bus, boop, pay my fare. 2 stops later, homeless person gets on, just looks at the driver like, meh. You're gonna have to touch my jacket if you want to stop this, and I'm on the bus. Right? Which really prompts the question, why do we have homeless commuters? What, you need a ride from where you don't live to where you don't work? All joking aside, we should help them. Oh. I had to get a job because the wedding's coming up and that's not free. So I got a job at a medical marijuana dispensary because that's the only place that'll hire you with no questions asked. Just kidding, there's one question. It's, can you talk and move your hands at the same time? When I hear that, I'm like, is that a challenge? Hey, look at me go. I'm moving my hands, I'm grabbing some things, and I'm talking right now. How is the weather? Still moving my hands right now. Right? And they're like, a yes would suffice. Most of my coworkers at the weed store are 20 years old. I am 35. You're like, I knew that. Most of my coworkers are 20 years old because that's a 20-year-old job, right? Most 35-year-olds have their lives worked out. They don't have to traffic drugs for $12 an hour. It's weird. I feel the age gap when I'm at work, you know? I feel it, right? Like, I'll show up and be like, yeah, we're all essentially the same. What is age but a number? And then we'll go inside the work and the kids, they'll just be running around. That's what I call them, those young people, the kids. They got their youthful energy. They're running around. My energy, my youthful days, they're gone. I'm just cleaning something, right? I'm off on the side of the room, just cleaning, wiping something down, and listening, right? That's what I'm good at, just listen. listen to everything they say, right? Wait for the perfect time to join the conversation. And that's when I really realize how old I am, is when I chime in, right? Like, well, they'll like mention a movie I've seen and I just jump out from behind nothing and be like, you know, that's based on a book. I have so much to share if you want to come over to my wiping corner. I help people sign up at the marijuana store, and if you haven't done it yet, it is stupidly easy to sign up for medical marijuana in Canada. You just have to go into a dispensary, fill out a bit of paperwork, and say that you have a medical problem that requires marijuana. And even it being that simple, I still run into problems. I was helping a lady sign up the other day, and under medical condition, she wrote, none. Right? Not even room for error. And I was like, oh, no, you have to write something there. And then she hit me back with this. She was like, well, you know, anyone could just say they have a medical condition. And I was like, yeah, no shit, I'm asking you to do that right now. But I just wanted to pretend like that had never occurred to me, right? Just be blown away by it. Be like, you mean people would lie about this? Then this isn't a medical facility at all. This is just some house of drugs. Start running around smacking people's weeds out of their hands. I told my mom I was basically a pharmacist. Anyways, you guys had a lot of fun. Thank you very much.